You start now. Chime in.
Well, so I woke up at 1 that morning having contractions, and then I woke him up about 1:30, told him we should probably head to the hospital, and got in the car, started up the road, and I realized it was more serious first off, I think, before he did, because it's my body. But we got probably 15 minutes up the road, and then that's kind of really when I knew that she was coming and we needed help.
Yeah, so she told me that she started feeling sick, like she was going to throw up, just I guess from the pain or whatever. And so I pulled over there in front of Volunteer High School, and she stepped to get out of the vehicle, and she said, "Oh my gosh, I feel the baby coming." And that's when I thought, "Oh man, we got bigger problems than I can solve." So I immediately got my phone out, dialed 911, got a hold of dispatch, and was going around to help her the best that I could. And we also had our other two children, my 6-year-old son and my 4-year-old daughter, were in the back seat. And by this time, Kayla is obviously in a lot of pain and panic because we're not sure what's going to happen. So she is torn all to pieces, and so my son's wanting to get out of the car because he's scared to death. And so I'm going back there. "No, you need to sit down. You know, you're safer in the car. Don't get up. Mommy's going to be okay." And so then she had about a probably 20-second break between contractions, and I was able to get her back in the vehicle so I could head on up the road, because he had told me that there was an ambulance coming from Sigourneville area, which was behind us, and then there was also one coming from Mount Carmel ahead of us. And I thought, well, if I can get to somebody that has more medical experience than me, that's going to be best for all of us. So I got in the car and started speeding up the road, and saw the lights off in the distance. And I told the dispatch, I said, "We'll stop at Church Hill McDonald's. I'll pull over there, tell them to pull over, and I'll wave them down." And they got there. And
we got in the ambulance, and all I remember is I kept saying, "She's coming, she's coming." And one of the EMS workers was giving me an IV, and the other one was just throwing everything to the other guy, gun at my feet, and just slinging stuff. And I guess probably about 5 minutes later, she came. And so it was insane.
We pulled into the hospital. Of course, I didn't realize at that time that the baby had been born, and one of the guys waved me over to the ambulance, and rolled my window down. I was expecting him to say, "She's up here, whatever's going on." And he said, "You got a baby girl?" And I said, "You're kidding me." I said, she's already been born. And he said, "Oh yeah." I said, "It was just right after we got in." And I was flabbergasted. So it was unreal.
I was always told and always heard, the more children you have, the faster they come. I just thought, whatever,
Yeah.
I knew that I was farther along in my labor when I started contracting, because even the pain that I felt with our first one, it wasn't even comparable. It was much greater pain. So I knew that I was probably going to go quick from that point, but I thought I'd at least make it to the hospital.
Sounds like it was over before you knew what happened.
Yeah, literally.
Now, do we know exactly where the birth took place on 11W on Stone Drive?
The EMS guys might be able to speak to that more. I mean, I certainly don't know, and I would say Kayla does not.
About coming through the speed cameras in Mount Carmel, I believe.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Because I think Connie made the comment she's going to have her picture made.
Yeah. You ought to get that picture. You can say, "This is the moment."
Yeah, that'd be great.
There was no stopping her. She was ready to come out.
No, she was, I don't think I could have stopped her if I tried.
You guys arrived at what point did you realize you guys weren't going to make it to the hospital?
Immediately.
Yeah.
We pulled up and the other ambulance was there. The look on his face and his gestures of "let's go," I knew it was quite imminent that we were going to make it to the hospital.
Now, who was actually the one in the catcher?
He was the catcher.
Is this the first time you've delivered a baby?
No, this is actually my second time for the year.
Okay, for the year.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well,
We were 4 this year.
Wow.
holy
In
mackerel.
the past 6 months.
Well, just tell me what was going through your mind when this was happening. Were you realized you weren't going to make it to the hospital? What do you do?
Main thing that was going through my mind was, please let this be a smooth birth and with no complications. And that's all you can really ask for. Make sure everything goes smooth. You want to make sure, you stay calm. The partners that you're with, they stay calm, and try to keep them calm.
Tell me what that experience is like when you know that you've made such a big impact on somebody's life. You've helped bring a new life into the world.
It's hard to describe unless you actually physically do it. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, you get like this feeling coming through your body, and it's like, wow, this is beautiful.
Your name's not Adeline by any chance?
No.
Your middle name? They didn't name her after you? Or your grandmother's name Adeline or anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I mean, I know what I would have done, but I don't know what he would have done if I would have delivered her in the car. But, yeah, that was one of the main reasons why we came back to visit him and take a picture once we found out who it was, just because, they go through so much and see so much. And I'm sure most people that they come encounter with are in that emergency state, and they don't think about thanking them or being grateful to them. And just such a hard job they have, and we just, wanted to make sure that they knew how much we appreciated them, and it wasn't just another call, just another person needing them, that we were really thankful for them and everyone that was involved.
And I took the call from Josh here.
So was he calm and cool and collected?
Not exactly. Considering the circumstances, I think he did pretty well, though.
Yeah.
He was trying to keep his kids calm, keep his wife calm. And I was getting location information where they were at, trying to get EMS to,
What do you say to somebody in this situation to keep them calm?
Well, I let them know that help's on the way. That we're coming as fast as we can.
How does it make you feel to know that the people come and want to show their appreciation for what you did?
I was actually quite surprised when I received a message from Kayla saying, "Hey, you may not remember me, but you probably will." And when I read the message, I think I called Brandon and was like, "Hey, got a question for you. They want to come by and get their picture made." And he was kind of impressed with what we talking about. Like, you never hear it. I mean, even the good, the bad, no matter what you do, if in their worst moments you save their life, 9 times out of 10 you never hear from them people again. Family, I mean, you see them out in the street and it's like, don't even know you, walk the opposite direction. So it was very, very humbling, very surprising that when we got the message to say, "Hey, thanks, we want pictures made with you," that was very good feeling.